And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day.
It is the final channels, and alongside SPV Graphics and of course AFCloud, there's a story about George Floyd. I know most of you have been seeing this story on international media, everywhere. Black Lives Matter. Yes, there was this cop who knelt on his neck until he took out a life out of him. As an African, we all grew up thinking of the American dream. America, the land of opportunity. America, the land of abundance. But over time, we have seen stories of black Americans also suffering in the land of opportunity. It makes me think again, is real America the land of opportunity? All this opportunity belongs to certain few and not to others. Yes, I have relatives that stay in America. My cousin is out there. I personally have never been anywhere beyond East Africa because I have phobia for water and planes. But every time I see the Statue of Liberty or the Washington Eye, I'm like, I wish one day I get over there and take a photo, at least. Those are the things that would make me move out of East Africa. Risk it all, even my phobia for planes or ship, water, just to go and get that. But with such stories coming from America, I have to rethink. I'm a black man. Will I just leave my motherland, Africa, to go out there and maybe by any chance land in the hands of a reckless white cop? There's a trending video of Barack Obama talking about the same incident. It makes me think, I wish you had more. Of course, there are more good people in America than the bad ones. But as you know, the bad news travels faster than the good news. But let's listen to Obama. And maybe this message will change somebody's life.
Every time I think about those kids, it gets me mad. And by the way, it happens on the streets of Chicago every day. So, we cannot simply turn away and dismiss those in peaceful protest as troublemakers or paranoid. Whether you are black or white or Hispanic or Asian or Native American or of Middle Eastern descent, we have all seen this bigotry in our own lives at some point. We've heard it at times in our own homes. If we're honest, perhaps we've heard prejudice in our own heads and felt it in our own hearts. We know that. And while some suffer far more under racism's burden, some feel to a far greater extent discrimination's sting. Although most of us do our best to guard against it and teach our children better, none of us is entirely innocent. No institution is entirely immune. And that includes our police departments. We know this. And so when African Americans from all walks of life, from different communities across the country, voice a growing despair over what they perceive to be unequal treatment, when study after study shows that whites and people of color experience the criminal justice system differently, so that if you're black, you're more likely to be pulled over or searched or arrested, more likely to get longer sentences, more likely to get the death penalty for the same crime. When mothers and fathers raise their kids right and have the talk about how to respond if stopped by a police officer, yes sir, no sir, but still fear that something terrible may happen when their child walks out the door, still fear that kids being stupid and not quite doing things right, might end in tragedy, when all this takes place more than 50 years after the passage of the Civil Rights Act? We cannot simply turn away and dismiss those in peaceful protest as troublemakers or paranoid.
Yeah, most of you are wondering why I've done it in English. I want everyone to know how to use a language that everyone can maybe understand, compared to my Ologanda, whereby it will be going to a certain few. This is an international message. I feel I should send it world over. This was very bad. This was very bad. I think America, as you proclaim to be the land of opportunity, the land of abundance, the superpower of this world, you can do more than this. The statement from Donald Trump, the American president, that is, I hear when the looting starts, the shooting starts. I feel there are very harsh words to be used in such a moment. Of course, I don't support people to do looting and whatever. But if people are peacefully demonstrating, showing how mad they are about a certain incident, and an American president makes such a reckless statement, it makes me wonder again whether real America is the land of opportunity and abundance and the superpower it claims to be. Yeah, I know Donald Trump came and said America first, but America also includes black Americans or people of any race. Because as you know, America didn't belong to whites either. They also moved there. I don't know what your opinion could be on this, but we shouldn't support such statements from our leaders. And the police respect the hard work you do, the effort you put in. Of course, you do more good than bad, but let us also take out the bad that is done in the police system. Sometimes I wonder whether African cops are better than white cops. In the dressing equipment, you would think that white cops are better. But actually, when you see the hard-working conditions our black cops in Africa go through, the housing, transport, payment of salary, you would think they're much better. Because they are so stressed at their work. Yet, it's very few incidents where you see black cops do such things after you have surrendered. But white cops that are paid so well live a good life. They live a life of abundance and a job of respect. For some reason, keep doing these reckless mistakes. I think the world should listen and change. It is the final channel, Zanera alongside SPV Graphics, and of course, Earth Cloud. We sign out.